Oh, hey guys, how y'all doing? Well, it's like I've been burning the candle at two ends with all the things I've been doing. Uh, as you know, if you've been following along with me, uh, a hunter thinks he saw a Bigfoot. So me and the crew, we put a gauntlet of 54 field, trail, whatever kind of cameras you want to call them, out there. And yeah, 54 of them. Yeah, and of course we collected all of them, and we got over 1,100 photos of what have you. We got to go through all these photos yet. Me, Steve, and Mark will go through all these photos and let you know what's going on. But yeah, and it's and let me tell you, there ain't nobody out there that puts out that many cameras. We do. Why? Because we want to find Bigfoot, and we want to show you uh, the truth is out there. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're not screwing around anymore. These other people, they can do what they want. I don't really care. But we're not screwing around. We're gonna find Bigfoot. If you said you saw a Bigfoot, and we believe your story, we're coming out there. I recently had a call from a gentleman, farmer, that someone had been, something, or not someone, but something has been killing his cattle. And of course I went out there. I just had two field cameras, or trail cameras, or animal cams, and what have you. And of course, I thought maybe it was a bear, so I took out 15 pounds, or 3 bags, or 15 pounds of apples that I purchased from the store. Cut them up and put them out there, so I could get the smell out there. And 2 buckets, 5-gallon buckets of pastries, thinking it's a bear, because now is the time they're going to start, the bears are gorging themselves further along with their nap. Of course, which, for some of you who don't know, bears do hibernate. So that, I'm going on the assumption that it's a bear. But anyways, to get back to my original story here for the field cameras, like I said, we got, Lena, she's restless. We put out 54 cameras, and each camera is backed up by another camera. Okay, see what I'm saying? So what we did was we stuck a camera here, but we also stuck a camera here. So anything in between there, we could capture. And we had set the cameras within, say, 50 yards of each other, up and down, in certain areas. So each one is kind of backing each camera up. You see what I'm getting at? And so that way, if something walks through that area, we're going to have that thing on more than just one camera. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, there was a logging road. If you had watched my previous video on Wisconsin farmer, Wisconsin hunter sees Bigfoot, you'll notice that I heard some logging. Well, off in the distance, and, chainsaws and shit. So we walked down there, me and Steve, and of course, there it was. It was a logging path, and they'd been logging down there. Well, what we did was we set up the cameras, or Steve set up it, because Steve took that area, and he had set the cameras up. So anything that walked down that logging path, he was going to get. There's no doubt about it. Every camera was set up to where, if this one got it, this one also got it. Of course, some might be closer shots, some may be farther away, but we have whatever walked through there on more than just one camera. So that's going to be interesting to see if or what walked down that logging road. And so that's going to prove something interesting. We didn't find any tracks at all because we did scope it out. We had our cameras out there for 6 days, 6 full days. And we finally collected them all. And now we're going to go through the long process, in which we'll let you know on what we all found and saw, and daytime, nighttime. That was quite a job. It took us a long time, let me tell you. And in my area, if you watch that video, Wisconsin hunter sees a Bigfoot. In my area, you'll see I was up more in a gully part of for my area. And up above was a field. And what I did was, I took a camera facing this way on the field, up on the woods. And I took another camera 100 yards or so farther down, facing this way. So I had one facing this way, one facing this way. Then a third one, of course, was facing this way to capture anything that goes by this camera. And of course, I have another camera over here facing the other 3 cameras in case so up in this field. I also had some cameras up on the hill looking down. Okay. I also had some field cameras down on the bottom looking up. So I could, so we could use up as much space as possible with our field cameras. See what I'm saying? So, and of course Mark did the same thing in his area, So we're really interested to see what we can find there. So hopefully, knock on wood, we find a Bigfoot, or one walking through, or one scratching his ass, or taking a crap, or doing whatever he does, whatever a Bigfoot does out there. And I'm sure we're going to see raccoons and possums and bears and everything like that. But anyways, to get on with my story here, we did, after we picked up all our cameras, we did a big search. There's 12 of us in our group, and we did a big wide search, and for any type of hair. We looked at every single tree, every single brush pile, all, in case we found any hair, and of course we didn't find any. We did find some scat, but I believe it's, more like raccoon, or we found some owl, because an owl, when he, and that was pretty cool because you can see all the little bones in the mouse. Owl, when he captures a mouse, he swallows it whole, a great horned owl. or even a barred owl. Anyways, they swallow the mouse whole, and then goes through the digestive system, and then they, of course, poop it out. And it's really kind of cool because here you see the fragrance of this mouse, bits and pieces uh, that's been eaten away by the acids that are in the owl, and it comes out like a big turd, so it's rather an interesting uh, piece of poop. What can I say? It's poop. But, and then of course, deer, we found a lot of deer poop. Uh, we found a lot of tracks, a lot of bear tracks. We didn't find not one Bigfoot track. Uh, as much as we would have liked to find one, we found some that were, I would say, were made by a bear. And the rest of us believe that too, but they were pretty good size. So it was a good sized bear. Uh, but other than that, we looked, we scoured, for, I'm going to say probably 3 to 4 hours, looking into the woods and taking different pictures. And we took some neat pictures of some flying squirrel dens that are high up in the trees. That was pretty cool. So, a woodpecker will go up in these trees and, of course, dig a, pound out a hole and then for a nest. And the flying squirrel will take over that nest after a woodpecker makes a nest. So it's quite cool how lively a woods can be, because of all the different types of animals, from a little chickadee to a great horned owl, a hawk, a black vulture, so, a bear, so you got the food chain that goes all the way up and down, and then you got a crick, of course you got muskrats and what have you and whatever. But being out in the woods, I mean, you find your serenity out there. You really do. I mean, even if you don't see anything, you find your serenity. And you just can't imagine what it's like. Um, so I enjoy it out there. I mean, even if I don't find a Bigfoot, just the thought of finding one, you know what I mean? Just the thought of seeing one would just excite the hell out of me. But being out in the woods, being a woodsman, and of course I'm a trapper, and of course a friend of mine speaking of traps, someone had stolen his traps, and I know what that's like. I've had cameras stolen, I've had traps stolen, and it's no fun to see that, and people do that, and that's a sad thing, Enjoy nature while it's there, because someday it might not be. So, anyways, back to Bigfoot. Yeah, we didn't find no signs of any type of Bigfoot scat. We didn't find no tracks. And of course, obviously, we didn't get a live video like some people. Oh, there's a Bigfoot. I gotta turn my camera on, or I got the camera going and all of a sudden, oh, hey, there's Bigfoot. Maybe we're not that lucky. I don't know. But, of course, you always gotta hope. So you wasted some film, big deal. Go back to step one. So, but anyways, it was quite an adventure. It was a lot of work, a lot of work. 12 people, to get 12 people together to organize this and get it together is quite a job. Just, and then planning it out and then actually executing what we're going to do. And then, of course, then you got to pick it all up again. But all in all, it was a good time. Um, like I said, we're not going to know until we go through all these pictures. And like I said, there's over 1,100 of them. So, and as you know, I did a video on the last one, which we had over 700 photos. And of course, that was really cool because we followed a radio tracked coyote one day through our cameras, because they're all times and everything, the date and the times, and we followed that pair of coyotes, through a whole day, from morning till night. That was. I mean, how many times do you get to do that? Not many, but we did, and that's what we plan on doing with the cameras, because if we can follow a Bigfoot through the camera lenses as he's going from place to place to place, that would really be awesome. That would be awesome. Yes. Hey, enough of my rambling on. I have some more things I have to do, and I do have to put up another video here. But you all take care. God bless, and happy Bigfoot, because we're enjoying it. I have a good crew. We have a lot of fun. So we have cold coffee in the morning sometimes. Not a big deal. But we enjoy ourselves because we're out in the woods, enjoying nature. That's all that counts. Enjoy what you're doing, because you'll never get it back. Hey, with that in mind, y'all take care. God bless, and I'll see you soon. And thank you.